Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the North Node in Aries in a natal horoscope. Well, the first thing I want to get with you is most of you know the North Node is something in our horoscope that we will generally going to emphasize like from maybe like age 30 and beyond. And it's something that maybe we didn't address enough or emphasize in the earlier part of our life, and the second half is kind of the live part that we're going to dedicate it to, or maybe we'll emphasize or accentuate it a little bit more. Now, people that have this placement may find that feel compelled to use a little bit more courage, assertiveness, aggressiveness from age 30 and after. This person may have been tied down or felt confined in relationships prior to this. Relationships may have maybe been somewhat inhibiting in the sense that this person didn't feel the need to stress or emphasize their independence to do things when he or she wanted to do it. The life perhaps maybe had revolved a little more around others, around partnerships, relationships in general. If this person is married or had been married, perhaps this person felt that he or she had to kind of revolve around the partner's the life situation or what have you, and was felt constantly feeling to acquiesce to his or her wishes and not necessarily attend to his or her to their own wishes and needs. At this point in time, maybe this person feels a little more compelled to speak his or her mind, to stand up for what he or she believes in, to assert his or herself. There may be a need to become involved a little more with Mars, I guess we could say Aries-like things, or maybe there'll be some career endeavor which might be sports related, might be something with the military, perhaps as working in law enforcement as a police officer, a firefighter, something where some sports might be something like boxing, perhaps the martial arts, some kind of wrestling, something where there is strong competitive nature that would be exhibited, forms of competition. Things of a competitive nature might not be restricted to sports exclusively. This could be becoming more competitive in just perhaps even in playing board game, online games, just things perhaps of that nature. This person may be more desirous of finding something where he or she exudes his or her leadership qualities or attributes at the latter point, second half of this person's life. Be more about initiating projects, be more enterprising, be more of a self-starter, breaking through shackles or some kind of restraints that were holding this person back before. This person now, at this point in time, may emphasize things about being independent and really looking after his or herself, as opposed to perhaps catering, or I guess you could say trying to overly appease the other person. Be less about being always politically correct, always emphasizing maybe or frequently emphasizing being tactful and diplomatic, and maybe saying things from time to time which may not necessarily be not going to be belligerent, but something where it might come across as of being a little outspoken, but something where they need to be direct and get to the point, and just not be so worried so much about, well, is this remark might hurt this person or not, when it's not intended to, and it's just a matter of being straightforward and outspoken. So those are some things that we look at that perhaps will be addressed at the point in life of 30 years or later with the someone that has the North Node in Aries. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the North Node in Aries and a natal horoscope. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the North Node in Taurus in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.